Welcome back to our Wellness Wednesday series. Thank you for joining me again here on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about what you are doing currently for yourself, which I know probably sounds a little bit crazy, but what I mean by that is take a minute and think about in the last 7 days, what have you done for yourself? Not for anyone else, not to put anyone else's priorities or expectations. What have you done that was just for you? Something that you enjoyed, a task that fulfilled you, whether that be reading, meditating, yoga, maybe you're somebody who runs regularly. What's the one thing that you've done in the last 7 days just for yourself and not for anyone else? And if you're one of the people watching this right now and you're thinking, I really haven't done anything in the last 7 days because I've had to work. I have my kids to worry about. They're going back to school, and sometimes that means they're learning online now in this new world that we're living in. Sometimes they're in the classroom, and I'm going back and forth between home and work for my own work. And it's crazy, and I just haven't had a chance to do anything. And it's okay if you're in that position. What I want to talk about today is why it's important for us all, if you are in that position, to actually try to invest a little bit of time for yourself. And if you guys follow on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I talk about self-care regularly. And the reason that I talk about self-care regularly is our mental health kind of hinges on how much energy we have, how much we have left in our own personal emotional buckets to be able to give to all of these people who depend on us on a regular basis. And if your bucket is constantly being depleted and there's nothing left in it, you're not going to be able to give the best of yourself to everybody else. So investing time and energy, whether it's once a week, whether it's 2 times a week, whether it's every single day of the week, to something that makes you happy, that helps you feel fulfilled, for something that gives you energy and helps you to balance every day, that's something that's actually going to benefit everyone around you, because you're going to be able to give the better version of yourself to all of those people because you've had the time and the energy to focus on that better version of yourself, on doing the things that matter and are important to you. So today I want you to think about, what can I do in the next 24 hours? And I know some of you are probably watching this video in the middle of the day. Maybe some of you are watching it late at night. It doesn't matter when you're watching it, but just think, in the next 24 hours, what can I do? Can I spend 5 or 10 minutes before bed reading a book by my favorite author? Can I spend 5 or 10 minutes outside in my garden while the kids are busy doing something else, so that I have a few minutes to just breathe and relax and focus on a thing that makes me happy? We all need to be investing this time and energy in ourselves, because let's face it, the crazy world we live in right now is chaotic. And it's moving at a really fast pace on a really regular basis. And it can be really hard to keep up with all of that. All of us need to be investing in who we are, in what makes us happy, so that we can teach the people around us that we value ourselves just as much as we value them. And then we'll have whatever tools and resources we need to be able to help them and give them what they need from us as well. So think this week about the things that do make you happy, the things that do make you fulfilled. Maybe you're somebody who hates exercise, and that's okay. I totally understand where you're coming from. So maybe going for a 5-kilometer run every day doesn't make sense for you. But maybe you do kind of enjoy yoga. Or maybe you want to join a gym, but you don't want it to become an obsession about, how do I lose weight? Maybe for you, it's about focusing on your health. I want to work out for 30 minutes every day, even if that just means going for a walk around the block, because that's going to make me healthier overall. Maybe for you, it's about focusing on what you're eating. Maybe you can incorporate one new food, maybe every day or every other day, that's more balanced, healthier than what you've typically had time for if you're somebody who's constantly on the run and you're stopping to grab food along the way. All of these things are an investment in who we are, how we feel in the world that we live in, and how we function in the world that we live in. So invest in yourself. That's my tip for our Wellness Wednesday this week. Invest in yourself, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. If you can get to the point where you can spend 5 minutes, maybe right before bed, journaling your thoughts for the day. Maybe there's something that you sort of struggled with or you're having a hard time processing. If you have the ability to sit down for even just 5 minutes and write it out and sort of process it in your mind as you're writing it without any judgments, without telling yourself anything about those thoughts that you're having, it's going to make it easier for you to actually process the thought and figure out what's troubling you. It doesn't matter who you are, sort of what your investment is going to be, but try to find one thing in the next 24 hours that you can do for yourself that doesn't involve anyone else. You're not doing it for anyone else. Maybe for you, it's getting on a Zoom call and talking to somebody, who you love and miss and haven't talked to in a really long time. That can count too. Anything that includes or contributes to you increasing how you feel, increasing your emotional well-being, increasing everything that you have to be able to give to other people when needed, it all counts. So invest in yourself today. Invest in something that's specifically for you, not because someone else needs you to do it, but just because you want to. And I promise you, you will feel better tomorrow because of it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wellness Wednesday, and I will chat with you all next week. Bye.